political experts are beginning to believe that the African National Congress, the economic freedom fighters, and the faction of uMkhonto weSizwe that formerly led South Africa are gradually losing ground. Please kindly subscribe to our channel, turn on the notification bell so as to get all our updates. Everyone acknowledges that these parties are clinging to outmoded ideas that are unappealing to a public seeking new direction and progressive ideas. After guiding South Africa out of apartheid and into a new era of democracy, the African National Congress, ANC, has held political power for a considerable amount of time, but its popularity has been steadily declining in recent years. The party's reputation has suffered due to scandals including corruption, poor leadership, and the disregard for pressing issues like inequality and unemployment. Experts observe that whereas older generations continue to see the ANC's liberation legacy important, younger people no longer see it as meaningful. A scholar once said that the ANC is rooted in the past and remains focused on its historical role as a liberation movement. But the areas where the ANC has failed to deliver are employment, education, and economic prospects. These are the battlegrounds for South Africans today, especially the young. Critics have also pointed to the party's inability to modernize and adopt a progressive attitude, because it continues to focus more on its liberation history than on offering practical answers for the present. The ANC may be steadily losing popularity. Reduced voting participation and worse electoral outcomes in local and national elections have further shown its waning influence. The EFF made audacious promises about changing the economy when it was created in 2013 by former head of the ANC Youth League Julius Malema. Young voters and others disappointed with the ANC's shortcomings have taken notice of its calls for the uncompensated seizure of land, the nationalization of businesses, and aggressive use of revolutionary rhetoric. Nevertheless, critics claim that the EFF's populist slogans haven't resulted in effective programs, and the party's power seems to have peaked. According to a political analyst, the EFF is good at capitalizing on frustrations, especially among the youth, but they fall short when it comes to governing or proposing workable solutions. Individuals are starting to question their capacity to provide anything beyond cliches. In addition, the EFF's aggressive stance usually incites animosity against other political parties, impeding its ability to build coalitions and win over new supporters. The party has been effective in raising important concerns, but it may find it more challenging to sustain momentum in the long run due to its lack of practical experience in governance. Former President Jacob Zuma continues to have a dedicated following despite allegations of corruption and crises concerning state capture, particularly among ANC members who are members of the uMkhonto weSizwe Military Veterans Association, MKMVA. However, younger South Africans are usually shunning his divisive leadership, which is why his power is declining. According to analysts, Zuma's ANC party is a political relic from a bygone era. According to experts, there is a growing realization that corruption and stagnation are stronger links than development with Zuma's leadership and those who support him. His organization, which includes uMkhonto weSizwe, is losing relevance in relation to the problems that the country is now experiencing. Experts assert that given the continued decline of the ANC, EFF, and Zuma's group, South Africa is prepared for other political choices. According to a political analyst, South Africans are tired of hearing the same old narratives. It is clear that fresh, innovative leadership and concepts that can address the reality of today are needed. Political parties that can provide significant solutions to pressing issues like economic inequality, unemployment, and educational reform are becoming more and more sought after by the public. Particularly for younger generations, this is accurate. If the ANC, EFF, and Zuma-aligned forces cannot adapt and evolve in response to these demands, their influence will likely continue to erode. The future of the nation may lie in up-and-coming political groups that may accomplish these objectives and provide much-needed leadership for South Africa. Many believe that the time has come for new political figures to take the reins and steer the nation toward a more promising and inclusive future, free from the burdens of the past. Once again, the party faced severe defeat in the 2024 elections, which compelled it to unite with opposition parties to create a government of national unity in order to maintain power. For the first time since democracy began, The ANC's share of the vote dropped below 50% in the May elections. Nonetheless, the party won a majority.